Justin, you had a segment you wanted to do here with the trouble in Memphis.
Ah, yes. A, a very, very interesting couple days, or actually same day with NCAA letting us know that they informed Memphis that James Wiseman, who was the number one player coming out of high school and the currently presumed potential number one pick in the draft, was ineligible. And that was due to him and his family receiving like $12,000 from Penny Hardaway, which is now his coach at Memphis, when he was younger. And it was moving expenses so they could move from somewhere to somewhere, I think, to Memphis. Um, and this was when he was in maybe eighth grade, ninth grade, something like that. But because at that time Penny Hardaway was giving money to the University of Memphis, he was considered a booster, and that in and of itself is then an impermissible benefit, which is making him ineligible to play and represent the University of Memphis. So NCAA said he was ineligible, and the logical step that James Wiseman and then subsequently Memphis took was they actually went to a local county courthouse in Memphis and got a temporary restraining order against the NCAA's ruling, which then allowed James Wiseman to play Friday night. He scored like 17 points. He had a good game. He was going to dominate against whoever the heck they were playing.
Yeah, and he's the
But
number one recruit in the country.
yeah, he's a fantastic basketball player. He
Right, right.
truly is gifted and special. But now there's going to be a potentially long, messy, drawn out battle between the NCAA, Memphis, and James Wiseman's legal team. Because as Jay Billis alluded to it, the injunction or the TRO that James Wiseman got against the NCAA, once the NCAA decides to take that to federal court, it's probably going to completely fall apart. But
Hmm.
James Wiseman's crew is trying to essentially prove that Penny Hardaway at the time was not a booster to the University of Memphis, and it doesn't matter, then it wasn't an impermissible benefit, so he can remain eligible. But
This is
Memphis
such a
played
mess.
this kid,
This
they played him, and
yeah.
the NCAA said, hey, ultimately it's your decision if you want to play this player who we've told you is potentially ineligible. So Memphis, the team, may also have may be dealing with some repercussions, which some would include potentially postseason ban. And their team is stacked.
Yeah, they have a top-ranked team coming into this season.
Hmm.
Um, but wait, why would they not just lose like the game that he played?
I don't know, and I don't want to go down the NCAA bylaw rabbit hole because a lot of them don't make sense.
Right.
But if they were to continue to play him, knowing he's potentially ineligible, and the NCAA could then come and say, whatever, there could be the repercussions, which could lead to a postseason ban.
I
If he
see.
is deemed to be ineligible and then go through the necessary process to regain his eligibility, they may have to just forfeit that game or nothing happens to him. So it's really all up in the ESPN had a really good timeline in one of their articles. They're going to be sitting down sometime next week and then the following with the NCAA with in court to try to get a resolution for this. I don't know what the heck that resolution is going to be, but this is just a very interesting build up with how the NCAA is now handling the pay for play scandal that broke 2 years
Oh
plus
yeah.
last year, and then
Yeah.
now it's just more issues that are going to eventually lead to reform. Now we're not. I'm not saying that it wasn't an impermissible benefit by the current definition of the rules and the laws, but I don't know if it matters because he was like an eighth grader at the time. Like, oh well. But so more to come from this standpoint.
Yeah, I mean it sort of overshadows we had the ruling in California that
Mm-hmm.
over the summer that said that players should be able to make money off of their image, likeness, and appearance. And of course, that sort of flew in the face of the NCAA as well. So NCAA, under like intense scrutiny from multiple angles,
Mm-hmm.
um, to actually try to resolve or sort of modernize their rules around being sort of paying for players. Luckily at Duke, we haven't had any issues with this.
Mm-hmm.
But it is sort of an issue affecting college basketball at large, so we figured we would bring it up. And it's a rather confusing issue, just because there's so much legalness to it. But definitely something to continue watching.